Up, please, if you have a question, let us know. Please, if you have a question, please write it in the chat box. Please, if you have a question, please write it in the chat box so we can attend to you there. Please, if you have a question,
Okay.
please write it in the chat box, please.
Please, for modality's sake, questions will come later. For those, I think the person is trying to send a reaction, but is raising up a hand instead of a reaction. So the reaction is
All right.
on the smiley face. You use if you're using your mobile device, you use the 3 dots by the side. You are going to see all the reactions so that you can send your reactions. If you have questions, you can use the chat box. After the training, you can now ask your questions, or you can put it on the chat box. We are going to read through it when the question and answer session starts, so that this training session can flow, so that we don't interrupt. So for it to flow properly, all your microphones should be mute so that we don't interrupt the presenter. Thank you very much. So please, Chidima, it's over to you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Amara. So today, as you know, we're going to be talking about cyber security. If you are not excited, you people are not excited. We are going to be talking about cyber security by our very own engineer, John Paul Obiora. So let me just out together because this one is Engineer John Paul Obiora is a dynamic and most talented individual in his 30s with a diverse range of qualification and experience. He possesses a solid background in mechanical engineering, including national diploma, which has equipped him with problem solving and critical thinking skills. Additionally, he has a Bachelor of Software Engineering, expanding his expertise in the sector. Along with the professional in KenV 11, CIA, signifying his staying at the forefront of the industry. As a recognized full-stack web developer, specializing in fintech, financial technology development, Engineer John Paul Obiora has made significant contributions to the industry. He has developed innovative software solutions that have transformed the financial service sector, merging technology and finance to drive growth and success for various organizations. In his pursuit of holistic professional development, he earned in business development and ethics, his commitment to ethical business practices and sustainable growth. As head of Department for Software and Web Development, he has shown exceptional a collaborative and innovative environment for his team. Engineer John Paul Obiора's passion for music and nature adds a unique perspective to his work, ensuring that his software solution not only meets functional requirements, but also provides an enjoyable user experience. Oh, this one is good. He also actively contributes to early childhood development, highlighting his commitment to making a positive impact beyond his professional achievements. Recognizing the importance of continuous learning, he has had offensive security, enhancing the security and reliability of his software solution. As a member of several professional organizations, including One Bytes Lab Academy, Regenesis Business of School, and the University of the People, he benefits from a global network of experts, fostering collaboration and continued growth. Overall, Engineer John Paul Obiora's strong engineering background, specialization in financial technology, commitment to ethical practices, and passion for teaching makes him a highly sought after professional in the software and web development industry. His dedication to excellence, diversity in the industry, very beautiful of our very own John Paul. Please, I want to see your reaction. Please, I want
Wow.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is good. Thank you. Engineer John Paul. Over to you. Over to you. I have my daughter here. I can't wait.
It's all right. It's a pleasure. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. All right. It's a pleasure to have all of you in this great security awareness. It's a pleasure to have all of you. I'm very, very happy. You can see all your reactions. Please, if you can see my screen, react to it, please. You can see my screen from there. React to it. React to it. It's going to be an awesome training from awareness on security. I believe it's something that you always want for. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. First of all, we appreciate our tech father, our director, Father Peter Maya, who made it possible for you to have this in Plot of Good. Thank you, Father Peter. Thank you very, very much for rendering this help. Okay, I can see. Thank you. And to you, the moderator, Chidema, and the admin, Amarachuku, thank you very much as well. Okay, it's going to be a very wonderful interactive session and hands-on practicals too. So we need to look deeply in security and understand clear concept about security. You know that the happening of now more on the internet.
Sorry.
Solely dedication.
Hello, Engineer John. Hello, Engineer John Paul. Some person said they are not hearing you. So, but I can hear you loud and clear from my end here. So if you know you are not hearing him, please check your location and check your device so that we don't drag this. I can hear him loud and clear. So if you can increase, if there's anything you can do to increase your volume, please do. Thank you.
All right, if you can hear me from your end and react, please. React. Can you hear me from your end? React. If you can hear me clearly, react, please. Okay. If you can't hear me, give us a thumb up, please. Give us a thumbs up. You can't hear us at all.
From your own side, I beg.
Okay. I think we should go ahead. Father Peter, should we go ahead?
You can go ahead. I can hear you loud and clear.
I can hear you, but maybe increase. Just try to do something. Increase the volume. Let's see if there's anything. If you can enhance the volume system so that they
not the volume of the laptop. If you are using an AirPod, you have to speak louder so that it can pick up your sound. Unless you are using the mouthpiece of your laptop, it gets closer to the laptop.
Okay, can you hear me very well now?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Just like I said, today is going to be a very interactive one, and we started on a good part, which is understanding what security is. Most of us are finding it very difficult to understand what security is. Not just personal security. There are some parts you need to understand about security and how it can, how how impactful it can become when you truly understand how to go about it. So we are starting with just a few questions, just as the introduction is properly done. What is your definition? Security. What do you think security is? So if you have any definition on what security is, please write down what you think security is. To you, what is security? What is security? We are starting it to understand, okay, to see it from your perspective, what security really is to you. So it's going to be interactive one. You can see it, interactive question. So what is your definition? Security. Keep it coming, please. Today we should not keep quiet at all. What is security? Tell us what security is to you, please. Write on the chat box. Mr. Amari can be there to read it out. What's security?
Okay. States of being free from danger or threats.
Okay. Do we have other definitions there? 5 or 6 person give us definition of security.
That is just the one that is there. You can continue.
All right. Just for us to understand what security is, just as what is the name of the person that give definition to it? Okay. Security is act or state of being, it's just to understand risk, threat. It's all about security. To be out from danger. But for you to be out from danger, you literally need to understand what danger is. On the security as an object, there is types to it. It is personal security, information security, so on. But specifically, we'll be dealing on information security that has to do with your personal data, that has to do with your personal information, because this is exactly what the hackers are looking for. It's just for you to have a very clear picture of what security is, and based on information technology. Based on information technology and security relating to information technology deals entirely on information and data. So if you don't actually understand what security is, then I doubt you'll be having it difficult really to protect yourself from it. So just as I've given a certain definition on security, it is attached to our daily lives on internet. It is important. Just like I mentioned, relating to that security, literally, our specialization today is on information security. So we are looking at the part of information security, which deals with your personal data. These are the things hackers are trying to fish out from you, because it is important to them just as it is important to you. So we are looking at your device security. So how it is attached to our daily lives on internet, you can bear with me that almost everything that we are doing in the world today in real life are more on internet. Be it you're on Facebook, you're always on Twitter, you're on LinkedIn, all these social handles, you have your banking app, you have different apps, you download different apps, you download lots more. The fact is that most times you don't even know that most of these apps you are downloading is not just as it seems. They have other background leakage that they are not going to show you. So today is an eye-opening. I want to educate you on how you can identify threats, because if you can't identify threats, then you don't actually know what security is based on information technology. So how is attack to our daily lives on internet? You already know. Day-to-day activities we are doing. We have our Gmail, we have our WhatsApp, have other personal apps we are using. Most times we download them, and we don't know how we can be exposed to hackers through those, because it's just like a channel, a vessel to get to us. Because for you to be hacked, you'll be connected to. There is no way you can get hacked without a connection. There should be a connection, and that connection is where I want to educate you on how it works. That's why we started with security, for you to understand. It's just for you to be out from risk, from danger, from threat. So based on the information technology security, we are looking at all the apps and social handles you have. And most of us are we have made mistakes. We have downloaded most apps, time, have deletions, and we allowed it. So we are really okay. Security is the state of being safe. Yes, security is the state of being safe. It's just for you to understand how to be safe. Because if you don't know how to be safe, then you don't actually know what information security is. Just for you to be safe from hackers, or to save from to be hacked. So it's all about being safe, out from danger, out from threat, out from risk on internet. So I've explained how it's attached to our daily lives on internet, which is entirely on the apps we have in our phone. It is important to understand that this device we have, just as our mobile device and our PC, this device is just mechanical components, electrical components coming together to form based and work based on instruction. So, but those apps you are downloading is also working entirely a kind of not, it's not working with the instruction of the phone. So you have to give your phone instructions. You have to permit it, because those apps you are downloading cannot download itself. So when you download the app, you have made a request, and the request will be there with its purpose for you to fulfill the purpose. So it is important for you to understand how you can avoid being hacked. So citing banking and financial technology apps, social media handles, emails, websites, calls, and messages. These are the major parts or major subjects which hackers are looking into to see how to fish out information. Hackers are looking on how to get information to hijack our banking apps, to have access to our financial apps, and make away with our money. And other apps, financial technology apps, like all these loan apps and so other apps, have to do with financial technology. Social media handles, which is Facebook, emails, websites, calls, yes, and messages. So it's entirely, we are significantly trying to put all these things together for you to understand how to avoid risk, threat from all these channels, because these are the major channels where hackers will be looking on how to fish your data, because it is valuable to them just as it is to you. So let's look at this. There is something that we need to look into, and that is user contribution on security. What is our contribution? What is our contribution? Most times, just like our admin said yesterday, they said most times we are the cause of our problem. The cause of our problem, we don't pay attention to details, we don't read permissions, we don't even understand the kind of app we are downloading. So what is the user contribution? And let's look at what the data says. It said data shows that over 80% of users are extremely lazy to attend or implement extra authentication, security questions, security keys, security seals to strengthen their app. I find it really difficult. I will tell you by experience as a good developer, users are finding it very difficult to do those things. They are seeing it as, oh, this one is extra suffering now. I will suffer to use my data and download app, and I'll be there to do all this, follow all these steps and procedures. But these are standard security procedures that are meant to be. That out of our laziness, we contribute to the weakness of the app. We contribute to it, especially our bank app. We contribute to it. When you've been asked to do extra authentication, I will tell you, over 50% of us here have not done extra authentication on your Gmail. You've not done extra authentication on your Gmail. And I believe most of us here have not done using security questions. I tell you, there is something very important about security questions. Just as I mentioned it here, extra authentication, which is validation, security question, it is important because it is your secret. And it's only you that know what that thing is. Let's assume your security question is, do you know the name of my father? Hackers can't guess that. It will be very difficult for them to get such. So, because the fact is there is possibility of hacking. And if those measures are not being carefully taken, yes, there is possibility. No matter how you design the app, no matter how you build or implement security measures, if the users are not going to reciprocate to it, definitely it's a failed option. You will not get it correct. So data shows that 80% of users are extremely lazy to attend or implement extra authentication. So, which I have given some examples relating to our Gmails, emails. We have not done 2 ways authentication, 3 ways authentication. That's supposed to be done. All these things are helpful to protect you. At least hacking is a kind of it's stages. So it has to do with after this stage, you go to another stage. After this stage, you go to another stage. Let's assume that I want to hijack your Gmail, but you did 2-way authentication, which have to send an OTP to you to verify if it's you that is trying to log it. If I have bypassed the first section, I will have to face your authentication because I don't have the receiving number, the number that will receive the TP. I don't have it. So it demands a very lot of expertise for you to do some SIM cloning and so on. And these are things I want to educate you on how to, protect yourself from it. So there is another thing, which is the second point. Due to the fact that over 80% of users are extremely lazy to do those things, UI, UX, which is user interactions and user experience, making things easier. User to maintain MVP. It is important for us to understand this MVP. These are standard rule that guide every software developer, UI, UX designer, web developer, or whatever. It is minimal viable product. Minimal means design it in most rudiment. Design the app in most rudiment. Make it very simple. Then viable means it's sufficient. Sufficient enough that once you click button, it works perfectly just as it being done. When you say view my profile, you receive your profile. When you say delete, it deletes. It's viable, it's sufficient. Then the product is make it a way that the user can feel it. You can see that most of this UI and UX now depending on this MVP and not on security standard. Most of them now, most of the design or development we are having, especially now, is being developed based on MVP. Just allow the app to be doing its work, not considering security that surrounds the app. So, minimal viable product, sufficient enough, and make it in a way that once the user downloads it, it's very easy. Wow, this app is okay, beautiful. I just signed up now and it locks me in. No, this extra security, I don't like them. Have you seen? Sincerely, the app is doing its job. And some of the security procedures or measures in the reduced due to the laziness of the user to to complete such a measure. They're finding it difficult to do it. So why I mentioned this minimal viable product is for you to understand that most of the app you are using it because of that it is simple, it is handy. That is what we understand. But let's look at the security strength of that particular app. It is very important. Without the security strength of the app, I don't think you have it. So, and then the last point, which is otherwise few will buy to it. Yes, if you have more procedures, much all these security measures, you have to do this authentication before you sign in. Users will get off. They will tell you, I don't want this. Find it difficult to do it. So you can see that we attribute to security misfortune. It cause our problem. So for us to now take note. Yeah. There is another important factors, which is user vulnerability. Just like I mentioned in ab initio, relating to, for you to understand what security is, which is to avoid danger, to avoid threat, So it's all about, if you should avoid danger, it is the danger. So, and that is why I mentioned the information security. User vulnerability, it is very confidential because we are vulnerable to attack. Because we have confidential information. I believe none of you would want someone to reply your mail before you do. None of you would want someone to use your social handle like Facebook and send and post before you do. So these are the things you protect so much, and that makes you vulnerable. Because if you don't have anything to protect,
I don't know if it's coming from my end, but Engineer John Paul, your network is.
You know that hacking is just my network is what, please?
Okay, I can hear you now. Please continue. Sorry.
If you can hear me,
We can hear you, just that your network is
and
breaking. It's breaking very, very bad. We can hear you, but it's breaking.
okay. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
It's fair now, but please. Yes.
All right, can you hear me very well now?
Yes. Please continue.
Okay. All right. So you just understand that we are looking at just two hacking attacks. We have about 50 hacking modules. It's many. So that we are looking at just two, which will always fall victim to. That is why we highlighted these two and said, let's talk about it. So hacking attacks based on impersonation attacks. Just like I gave you an example, you wouldn't want someone to fly your mail before you do, or fish out your password. And most of us using PC, like personal laptop, personal computer, so you log into a particular website, use your user details, log in, automatically, the window will ask you to save the password. So you now decide to save the password. You're saving the password directly to your cookie, which means the password is there, waiting for any time you want to log in for that particular website, for that particular app. So it is registered in your device. It happens in the phone too. So that is the job of the cookies. It helps you to store information ahead of time. So if you want to still use the same information, you will use it. But these are the most vulnerable parts in our PC, in our device. Because once a certain impersonation attack is being given to you, be it phishing, MITDN, which is man in the middle attack, definitely what we are looking at is to find it, to find the whole information in your PC. So they're looking at how to get the entire information. So if you are storing the information right in your cookie, so I think they have it all. Bank information, every other information you have, they will just get it from there and save it automatically. It's something that we're going to have a practical experience here, so don't get tired yet. So impersonations attacks, phishing. Definitely we are going to look at this phishing, MITDN, and look at forgery attacks, which has to do with fall victim to forged websites, cloned website. It always looks the same. It always looks the same. But there is something that is different. And for you to understand the difference, then you need to pay good attention. Very, very well. So millions of people daily fall victim of these two attacks, impersonation and forgery attacks. Most of you have received something like data, that data schema, asking you to sign up for a particular website that you are going to get 50,000 or 50 gigabyte data. Or they can ask you that there is employment there and there. You should sign up for those employments. Many. So we do fall victims to those attacks, and we don't know. 50% of us here have signed up to it. So That is a very important factor I want to, educate you on. All these impersonation attacks has to do with you have to send something, and you have to respond to it. Because the fact is that human is conscious of their security. Every single person is very conscious to be secure. So, due to that, we'll be looking at your own weakness. Your own weakness is important to every hacker. And what is your weakness? If you are solely, if you appreciate so much about social handles, so if a hacker want to send something, they have to send it through social handles because he knows that it's something that you prefer. If you prefer so much about reading books, yeah, so the hacker has to send something that you prefer for him to get connected to you. So it doesn't necessarily need to come to your device and install something. It doesn't work that way again. It just needs a very simple connection, and it is very effective. So one thing you should note is that hacking can never be done without a direct connection to whatever, be it component, be it device that he want to hack or hijack. So the hacker must have a connection, direct connection, a live connection for you to get hacked. So for him to have such connection, he need to install a particular malicious software, how to install a malicious script. So just like I mentioned, the only way you can get hacked is from what you love doing most. If it's based on employment, that once someone sends link, you don't even need to confirm where the link is coming from or go to original website or browse it through the Google to know if there is something like that in existence. You just log in, you just sign up, not send those things. You dispose yourself to hackers. You sell your details. I must tell you the truth. There is something called pass list. Pass list is a generation of users' information. I want to tell you the truth. A complete 1,000 user details, be it email, Yahoo, whatever, if it's being converted to pass list, that pass list will be sold to that way. They will buy it. They will purchase it. People that need it will buy it, and they will buy it a very huge amount of money. So most times when they are running those schemas, is for you to fall victim, for you to log in, put your details, because they know it's what you love most. So most times, if the users are too conscious of their security, they'll be waiting, just like a patient dog, to know your anniversary season. They will look for your birthday, look for whenever you are trying to have a particular celebration, they will send you something that is relating to it. Let's assume you are having your birthday. Hackers will just send a link to you. You just send a link to you. So once those links are being sent, it's normal. It consists of your birthday greetings, consists of pictures, without your notice that there is malicious script running behind the link or pictures, PDF files, or whatever that been sent to you. You just quickly click, and automatically the script will run. One bad thing about it is that it's going to run on the background. You're not going to notice it, depending on the hacker's capabilities, depending on how good he is. So once the instruction is being given on the background, it's going to run quietly without your notice.
Sorry, I think
Engineer
he's
John
having a
Paul.
network glitch. I think he's having a network glitch.
Yeah.
He's going to join in soon. So please, let's be patient. He's going to join in soon.
Please, are we even understanding what he has been saying all along? Or is there anyone that has anything to say so far from what he has been presenting? Have you been listening? Have you been paying attention? Please, I need reactions and text. If you have been paying attention, please can you react? Have you gotten anything so far from what you have said? All right. Please, I think he's having a network glitch or something. Please, let us just give him time. All right.
Engineer John Paul, you can continue speaking while I share my screen for your slide to continue. Engineer John Paul, if your mic is, if your mobile device is still on, I'm going to share my screen, share your slide so that you continue your presentation. So please, Chidima, you can stop sharing so that make it work. I think they're having issue with connection. Yes. So Engineer John Paul, you can continue with your mobile device while I present.
All right, that's okay.
So just continue. You can continue. Just continue. Your explanation is coming up.
Okay. Just like I mentioned, relating to impersonation attack and forgery attack, all these things has to do with personal connections. You have to get connected to it first before any other thing. Before we get hacked, there must be a direct connection, either a server connection, but the fact is there must be a connection for you to get hacked. So that's it. Someone be fast, please. All right. I think it's coming on now. Okay. Okay, just like I mentioned relating to impersonation attack. So impersonation attack, the attacker pretends to be someone else or a trusted entity to gain unauthorized access to system or information. It can involve various methods such as phishing, just as I mentioned, and social engineering. These are popular hacking methods, especially on the social engineering that has to do with you sending links, sending this to get direct, unauthorized. There is something you need to understand about this. We said unauthorized access because the user doesn't need to know. So that is about impersonation attack. So he pretends that he is what he is not, or it is what it is not. Just like websites, just like Gmail, you think that it's normal because we are going to do this impersonation attack today, and we're going to do forgery attack too. For you to understand this concept in much clarity, how you can become victim of it. So, social engineering, mentioned something on that. Next on the forgery, which is also known as spin attacks, involve manipulating or falsifying information to masquerade as someone else. Involves manipulating or falsifying information to masquerade as someone else. Let me just give you a direct life scenario that is not just based on hacking. If you go to Facebook and type something like Mark Zuckerberg, you're going to find so many names that look alike. They will just look just as the original account. They will be masquerading as the original account. And most times you fall victim to those people. Social organizations, different organizations, they face all these parody accounts. They face all these forgery attacks. And I'm looking at based on the life scenarios, we are coming to the hacking perspective. So all these forgery are pay-to-do experience. See it is there. You go to Facebook and type any name, find the same name 20 or 40 times. But one thing you don't understand is if you don't pay close attention to see the difference between the original account, you are definitely going to become a victim. You'll think it's you. If you go to Twitter, even our president, His Excellency, so you still see something like that there. You have his name, his profile, something that looks exactly like him. See people sending message. It's the president. So these are things we face daily. Already accounts. But there is something you need to understand. Database is something that is very unique, which implies if you are designing a particular based on optimization, design a particular app, you are going to look at security standard based on that user details. You're going to pass through the user details to verify. You're going to pass through the user details to know if it's the same user that is trying to log in, so that the users are not going to use the same username. So these are the things, these are code actions that you have to implement in your development for you to have a very good database optimization. So these are the perspectives. So when I mention this is that database based on the standard I'm talking about cannot take a particular username 2 times. It's just one. So And if you go to Facebook, it's just the same thing. I don't think you can take the same name, but you can take a name that is similar and add something to it. You can say like Elon Musk, you can say Elon Musk, double K. You can say Elon Musk. So these are things because database cannot pick the same user details. There. Just note too that it's dependent to the developer's choice based on his development and what he wants to use his thing to do. So it's based on developer's perspective. So, but the standard is on the fact that user details is attached to a particular user. Okay. Coming in. 1 minute, please. All right, I think we are having some network problem from our admins, and so my laptop is off now, so we can continue the presentation from here. If you can hear me loud and clear, can I see your reactions, please? All right, I'm up now. All right, okay, we are back again. So just as I mentioned everything about forgery attacks. Next, on impersonation, forgery attacks. So also, we'll be looking at the how do user get hacked. You can see it's very simple. Permissions. So what doesn't read. It is very important for you to know this from Engineer Paul today. So read permissions before you download them. You accept certain permissions without the knowledge of what can do in your device. You don't even understand that you have to read and understand those permissions. Read their terms, read their conditions, understand it before you buy to the app. So permission contributes more and is very, very highly effective when it comes to hacking, because app permission will hijack entirely your device. It will hijack every single thing, which means in as much as there is the app is there in your phone, the hacker has direct access to it to do screenshots, to record voice, to do whatever with you. So you can see that app permissions contributes a lot. Next is internet downloads, which is apps, software, cracked software, softwares like cracked virtual software. You go ahead and download it. You don't even understand that all these things have implications. These are things you should conscious and protect yourself from. If you must download app, download it from your right source. Next is files. Just as I mentioned, hacking can come. You can get hacked through images. Every single image, it can be yours. There is something called Venom. You can, inject a particular malicious script with existing image. I can take your photo, inject it. It looks just normal, but it's not normal. There is a particular script running. Next is the spamming message, which has to do. So if you suppose I've gotten experience on this, you will receive a text with the sender name will be hidden, and you see something like a key, an icon to download. To download what? These are a very dangerous files. If you download it, it may likely not react at that particular time, because when you are setting a malicious attack, you are giving it its timing. So if you said start in 20 minutes. It's going to relax and start exactly the 20 minutes, and no attack will run less than 20 seconds. It's very fast and very effective. So these are the things, these are the ways you can get hacked. These are the way you can get connected to hackers. So next is through hacking models. Have many of it. Have printing. Have many more. So next on the social engineering, which I've mentioned, phishing is part of the social engineering. So links, operations, and recollections. Once this link is being dispersed, hacker will be there waiting for your details, and he will be definitely collecting the details. Just I mentioned example, birthday spammers. They just wait for your birthday and send you something. They think it's just surprise, and it's a surprise indeed because you get hacked. Pay $10, win $1 million scheme, cheap data, etc. Most times, I think over 90% or 50% of us always is a victim. So this $100, win $1 million scheme. They will tell you to invest 1,000, to invest 100, to send 100, to send 2,000 recharge card and get 1 million naira. It doesn't work anyway. It doesn't work in the internet. It doesn't, unless it is from a verified website. There is no money in the internet. Free money, there is no money. You have to do your job for you to get the money. So I want you to have this concept clear. Nobody will give you 1 million because of your 100 naira, unless they are giving it, maybe you are going for betting or whatever. That one we know is bet. But all these unverified websites, you think, if you pay 2,000, they can even, you can pay the money, you can invest the money and thinking that they will log you into a particular dashboard. You see how much you invested. You don't know that someone is somewhere controlling what you see. So these are part of it. And next, just as I mentioned about permission, I want you to pay attention. I want to okay, all right. Pay attention to this. It is important, which is app permissions. If you download a new app, the first thing your device will respond and ask you a certain question. And that question is, they will give you options to allow your messages. The app will ask you to have access to your messages. Next is network communication. Second is your personal information. Read contact data, read sensitive log data. Next is storage, which modify or delete SD contents or whatever. Another one is phone calls. Another one is service that costs you money. Directly call, like direct calls, send SMS messages. Next is system tools. The right-hand side, I have my own there. I made a screenshot of my own permission because I want to show you something. Immediately you give a particular app this, oh God, this kind of permission, they entirely have your device. Whether you like it or not, they have your device and they have access to whatever you are doing in the device. I give you example. Most of the loan app you download, it is important to mention it. Someone, do you understand how they are able to, if you default making the payment, if you default their payment, they will go to your contact, have access to entire contact, any person of their choice. Because your phone is directly put for them. They have access to your to your camera. They can snap you pictures without your notice. It can run on background. Another one is that they have access to network communication. They can decide to disable your network. They have access to your storage, which means they can automatically download phishing files and do whatever they want to do. They have access to your phone call, which implies if they can utilize this phone call, they can make call using your advice. They can make any call, they can place call using your advice. And next one is the service that cost you more. They can send message to someone without your notice because they have access entirely in your advice. They have access entirely in your advice. So if you look to the other side, you will see my own look this side, you see the kind of permission I give to apps. I have just one app that has access to my storage. And it is only while I'm using the app. They will always ask you while using the app because your phone works on the command. So do you want this particular app to have access all the time or while using the app or never have access at all? So you either choose while, if the app is so important, you choose while using the app. Because like location, if you give access to location, they have access to your location anytime and there. That is how bank apps can keep track of users, their destinations, and where they are logging in from. They might likely not display that in your alert messages, mail alert messages to alert you that you have logged in. They will not display your actual location. They may likely say something like you are logged in Nigeria, say Lagos or whatever. But they actually have your direct location because the ICT personnel or personalities there will just go and track you from the app. You see the app will automatically put itself and show you where you are. So that is another one. Location, you can see from the part of location, you can see only 5 apps have access to my location. And 2 apps have access to my microphone. Most of the times, we do give something like WhatsApp, Facebook, or whatever. We give them access to our microphone anytime and then. No, I suggest to you, and I'm giving you a very professional advice. If you must download the app, use while using the app. That the permission should only be given to this app while I'm using it. If I'm not using it, disable it. That is another one. So for you to know the app that you have given permission to, just the permission manager, you will see thousands of. In my phone, I have about 200 apps, and you can see that it's just 1 app that has access to my camera, and 2 apps that have access to my microphone, and 5 that has access to my location. I'm on from about 200 apps here. So next one is downloads, just like I mentioned. Most times when you make downloads on files, you download images, you don't know you're actually downloading phishing, malicious embedded link or encoded link on those images. And they will run on the background without your notice. You can see from this part, I was able to give you a kind of example what is going to be happening from the end of the hacker that sent, because the hacker will always keep track of whatever malicious link he sent out. So from this part, we'll be showing that these are the people we have. These are the people these are our victims. We call it victims. These are our victims. You see thousands of victims that are clicked. So it's part of it. Next is files and image, and I gave you an example how this can be done. So this part is the PHP server script. You can see that image is embedded into something. So your normal image is there somewhere, and another one is embedded, and the malicious injection is being done. You can see the Fisher did it and send out do the code and send out the image. You can see the image in JPEG. And what happens? Once you download the image, automatically the Fisher will just be removing your personal data. You'll be fishing it one by one, just like you going to a river to do some fishing. So that's the same thing they will be doing. Okay. Next is, just like I mentioned, forgery. Forgery attacks, specifically on social handles. You can see this is a live example If you don't look closely, you will not notice what happened here. This is Elon Musk. This is Elon Musk. This is Elon Musk. So you can see that these are parody accounts that are just parading, masquerading as the original owner of the account. So it is part of it. You should be conscious. In short, the problem is we don't pay attention to details. We just see things because we just see things. We see things without paying close attention. When you'll be reading, you'll just be looking at it, but you are not paying attention to what you are reading. So it's just a scenario. I saw this in Twitter, so they have multiple attacks. So looking at phishing, which is the very popular and hacking effective model, it's best hacking model. So you can see it. Phishing is a type of social engineering attack employing deceit question to trick a user into revealing sensitive information on downloading malware. You can see that phishing, the only thing that phishers need to do is to make it look exactly like the original thing. To make it look like Gmail, make it look like Netflix, make it look like your original image, make it look exactly the same. Most times it's all exactly the same, but there is always different. The only thing you need is to pay attention. You don't read through those details, you will not get the difference. You will not get it. So, okay. So the phishing attacks, you can see effectiveness from 2005 to 2015. 2015, we have multiple. This is data from 2005 to 2015. You can see that phishing attacks is very effective because users always fall victim to it. You can see the rising bar over 141 million. Okay. All right. You can see the phishing architecture, how it works. The only thing the phisher need to do is to have a target, which is you as the user, then a forged website, the legitimate website, and the attack fetching information, sending you a lookalike website. You can see. So this is how phishing attack architecture looks like. Next is the model. So once a phishing attack is being generated, the model is on the part of getting the legitimate website, clone it, getting the original files, clone it, more phishing, and it's very effective. So if you look deeply on this phishing attack, compromised website, you will not notice that this paper has been compromised. This paper, if you look at here, if you look at this highlighted part of this image, you can see that it doesn't have the original domain. It has talent.mk/paper update /index.php. You can see it doesn't have the original domain, because domain, before you purchase a domain name, you are purchasing a domain name for a specific website, which implies you cannot use it, you cannot repurchase the same name if the domain name has not expired. So they need to clone it. If you look at this paper, it's looking exactly like the original paper. This is the original one. And if you look at the login, you see that it is just login paper, because this is the original domain. But I find it very difficult to see the difference between these two, original account and fake one. It's just for you to go through the link. It always redirects. So see it and verify that it is the original domain. Next is we are on the practical experience. Definitely, this will be a very short break. So we are going to choose among these for our practicals. So I listed about the 7 of it that we're going to have as practice today. Gmail, PayPal, Google, Microsoft, Twitter, LinkedIn, Netflix. So believe just if you suggest we go by Gmail for us to see the kind of attack we can get, phishing attack we can get through Gmail, you can just give us a thumb up for Gmail or it's Gmail. So I get Gmail and it's our break. I'm making the preparation, going to have a very practical experience now. So be there. So if you say Gmail, type in the chat box Gmail. Make it a very interactive section.
Please
If you are
use the
with me,
chat
go to the
box.
chat
Let's
box.
use the chat
All right.
box. For those who are looking for the chat box, the three dots by the right hand side of your phone, the bottom right, if you tap on it, you see the in-call messages. That is the chat. So you can go there and then you type in your own suggestion. Would you want to use the Gmail? See the practical using Gmail. What do you want to see the practical using? So I have. Please make your suggestions.
Please make your suggestions, please.
So for those raising their hand instead of sending reaction, to reduce the confusion, the three dots by the bottom of your phone, you see the reaction. So you raise your hands when you have question during the question and answer time, so that will take it one at a time. Or you can post your questions in the comment section, just the same way we are typing the Gmail. So are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? How many of you have your devices, your laptops on? I hope we are ready so that the practical will kick off. So we've spoken a lot. We've spoken a lot. Even me, I didn't know that I had to. I automated. In fact, almost every app in my phone, I am giving a lot of access. Like as he was teaching it, I was busy disabling a lot of apps from a lot of access. So please, I hope our devices are ready so that we take notes with your jotter. Keep your questions, write it down, or post in the comment section for question and answer. Engineer John Paul, over to you.
Okay. So from the chat box, which one are we going for? Is it the Gmail?
Yes, I think that's the Gmail.
All right. Just be ready while we're making setup on Linux machine. We're going to use Linux machine to do our practice today. All right. So we are going to use validategmail.com. We need to visit and not again due to some consideration we need to make. So let's use validate gmail.com. So that is we want to match a particular domain name to just look at it's the original validate Gmail. Very good. Have the link. So definitely it's going to be an interactive one. Just like I mentioned, this practical will be a very interactive one. For we to see how effective this is, it's not, there is no hidden malicious file. There is no strong malicious file. It's very simple. I'm going to send a very common link in the chat box. The only thing you need to do is just click on the link, write anything of your choice from wherever you are. It's anything. It's going to display username and password. Just write anything and submit it. It will redirect you to your original email. Not a problem. Once you write and submit, us here will be seeing all the things you are imputing from our end to it's going to be reflecting from this end. You'll be seeing it from here. Everything you are putting from your end, your device, you'll be seeing it here. So we are safe. After all, I'm an ethical hacker, so I work with legal side. So there's nothing malicious about the link I'm going to send now. So if you understand and you want to participate, please give us a thumbs up, please. If you understand it and you want to participate, give us a thumbs up. All right.
Okay, for those that are asking, they don't understand what he's trying to say. That is a viewer's digression. That's to say that he's going to send the link so that we see how it actually happens, so that you see what they see from what the hacker sees from his own end, how they actually duplicate these websites, and it looks as though it's the original website, and you click. So what he's saying is that you're safe is just for practical purposes to show you that these things exist. These things exist. So let's just see how it works. What happens? Let's have a feel of it. So if you're interested in participating, that's what he said, you should show him your reaction. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Charlie, my device is detecting that I shouldn't open the link.
It's coming. I need to do some SSL so that it will not be showing insecure. All right, it's clear now and it is working perfectly well. So I'm set. Good. Can you hear me from there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Can you see my screen? If you can see it, a thumbs up, please. All right. I'll send you the link. Please, I'm going to share it in the chat box. Whoever I want to participate, to click, just put any name and submit it. That's all. Share it is there in the chat box. Share it, share it. Let's keep it coming. I've done the first one. You can see my username. You can see my password there. So share it.
I've posted it on the chat box.
Yeah,
So,
I received the IP. You can see what is happening there. So
wow. Wow.
you're seeing what is happening on live base. Everything is coming. Once you click, you receive the IP. This IP shows your location. And next is, if you put any password, just put anything, username, password, submit it. Put anything. Just type anything. We'll get it from this end. Okay. I saw Faustina Tetachuku at Gmail. What is password? If you are there and you are Faustina, let me see a thumbs up, please. I see Mary. I see Mary Ann at gmail.com, and your password is Mary Ban. If you are there, a thumbs up, please. Mr. Tech, your password is 12345. Can I see your thumbs up? Keep it coming. Everybody must participate. It's simple and it's not malicious. Keep it coming. I saw Emmanuel Pichuku 33 at Gmail. Your name, your password is very simple. Very good one. If you are there, give us a thumbs up, please. And I saw another person, Ijomo. 54 at Gmail. Your password is 656565. If you are there, Ijoma, can you give us a thumbs up? I saw Steve Chinasa BD at Gmail. Your password is T-square. Oh, that's awesome. If you are there, raise up your hand, please. Can we see a thumbs up? Chinasa, are you there? Keep it coming. Okay. Keep it coming. You can send it in the WhatsApp group, so any person can get click of it and see how it looks like. All right, keep it coming. Wow. Okay. If you are happy,
This is
give
crazy.
us a thumbs up. If you are happy, give us a thumbs
This is
up.
crazy.
If you are happy, give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. If you're happy. Sister Masichukwu at Gmail. We saw you. Your name is, your password is just okay. OKE5. We saw your password. Well done. Thank you for participating. Keep it coming. There is something you need to understand about what happens here. Once you submit the username and password, it redirects you directly to the original page. It redirects you directly to the Gmail page and asks you to log in. Now, if you log in at the second time, it will now take you directly for you to validate your Gmail. But in the first place, you have already compromised your username and password. You have submitted every single thing. So there's something you need to understand. The hacker is the middleman here. He stays in the front. That is the phishing architecture and phishing model. The phisher stays in front of the website, and they compromise the website to look exactly like the original. You can, this one is not just talk, you have the website there. You will find it difficult to see the difference between these two websites, the original one and the old one. And the compromised website. You can see all your username is here, and I'm receiving it bit by bit. Who said I'm scared? Ambrose, you are scared? Ambrose, can I see your thumbs up, please? If you are Ambrose, can I see your thumbs up? Ambrose, you said you are scared. That is your password. I'm scared. Can I see your thumbs up, Ambrose? Please. Oh, Ambrose, good one. Ambrose Okampo, thank you. You should not be scared because it's just for education purposes. Keep it coming. If we are done, then okay. Okay. It is very simple. In less than 1 minute, I'm able to set up a particular machine that can get all the information, compromise the website, because I've given it a particular domain name to compromise. So it's very simple. Hacking, when it comes to hacking is a dependent to your ability. If you are a good software engineer that understands all concepts, hacking is so easy. But the fact is, how do you protect yourself from this? It's important. Because this site is not showing you, it's not showing you a flag of. On a normal, if you are clicking a phishing link, God made it possible for you to identify them. Which implies if you click on the phishing link, it has to tell you, it has to give you a flag of telling you it's a deceptive site. You should not visit. You should not visit the site at all. So can you see it? But this one is flowing solely well, showing you no risk at all, showing you no risk, no threat. It's not giving you a flag off, telling you that hackers have really upgraded in what they're doing. They can compromise any website. Once the server is running, they keep on getting the whole thing. Okay, the last person, sorry, your name, SYLCHIBIDA@yahoo.com. Your password is nothing, but we got it. Thank you very much for participating. It's wonderful. Thank you so much for your trust to participate. Ambrose, you should not be scared. You can see these are the whole password we're able to generate in less than 1 minute. In less than 1 minute, we're able to generate all these passwords. All right. If you are happy and you want us to go ahead, give us a thumbs up. Let's move to the another section, please. You are very happy. Don't be stingy with a thumbs up. Give it to us. Lizzie, Duru, do you want to ask a question? Oh, thank you very much. That's awesome. All right.
You can unmute them so that they ask questions if they have questions before you proceed.
All right, Padre P. Thank Father. Thank you very much. Amara, please do your job. Unmute them. If you have questions, and ask.
Engineer Jumbo, are you almost done? If you're almost done, so that just conclude it so that they cannot ask their questions.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much, Father. All right. So you have seen that it is very effective based on this data. This is to validate what I just taught you relating to information technology. So we have done more on phishing. So you can see the data and see how effective it is. So this one is the practical example. In less than 1 minute, we have generated over 20 or over 20 something username and pass list. So we're able to have all the username or assumed passwords. You can see it's very simple, and it's not showing you any flag of normal. Google should tell you that this thing is a deceptive site, but it doesn't. So this is to show you what a hacker can do. Next is based on the originality, you're able to see the originality that okay, all right. Okay, so the practical experience is done. Next session is common protection measure. It is important. Pay attention to details. Read every app permission. It is important. Avoid clicking on known links. Another one very, very vital is most times when you find yourself a victim of this phishing attack or a malicious attack, especially the most harmful one, malware. So you'll be fast enough to restart your phone. So once your phone developed all this malicious spot, like it will hang, giving you a sign to reduce actions, interactions, like when you click, it will refuse to click. It will refuse you access to some apps. You'll be fast enough to start restarting your phone. It doesn't work like that. Like I mentioned on the connection, I have to highlight this to make it, if you don't learn anything from this, just learn this. If you find yourself a victim of this hacking attack, please don't restart your phone. Don't restart your device. Most of these phishing scripts is very persuasive, which implies reluctantly it will keep on running even on the background while you are restarting the device. The best thing is to do is, if you are connected to internet, don't just stop the data. put the phone on flight mode. Put the phone on, especially when you are hotspotting your phone to the laptop. Put it on flight mode. Next is, if you must put it off, shut it down completely by using standard keys like Control, Alternate, Escape, power button. It will shut down completely. If you are using laptop, you use standard shutdown keys like Control, Alternate, Escape, one hold with a power key, it shuts down completely. If it's your normal device, you have to hold it and hold the two volume till you put it in emergency mode. They will give you access to that, because they may likely not give you access to shut down completely, because you need to click. So you have to hold the two volume up and down, then the power button, put it in emergency mode. Those using smartphone, the emergency mode will do one good thing for you. It's going to disable the connection between the two servers at the same time. The connection coming from the hacker and you as the victim is going to disconnect it. Flight mode will disconnect the server. So next one is do not restart your device immediately. Just as I mentioned, some has resistance instructions. It runs some background. So I've mentioned that. Next is, most of us doesn't even know that penetration testers exist. We use our apps, we use our website. They will develop a website for us. We just use the website. We use our apps. We don't even go for penetration testing. We are strong, and we believe we can. That is not sincerely on a real world. It doesn't happen that way. You need to go for penetration testing, especially when you are in all these confidential organizations, be it maybe such organizations, because you deal, especially secretaries, and even you as the person doing your business. Sometimes you go for penetration testing for them to have access to run penetration testing on your device to find loopholes and to see if your device or your apps are being compromised. This is how they can identify it. Running those penetration testing, give them access to see some of these apps that even give permissions that doesn't supposed to have the permission. Let's assume that we have something like Boom. Boom is supposed to have only permission to our to our storage, and that's all. So what is he asking for our location? Is he asking for our audio? Yes, you can ask for audio for it to, work from maybe audio. You can record and post, so on. But some of these apps, they doesn't necessarily need those permission. So you have to deny them those permission. And Boom Mic is a music. Boom is a music app. Why will he start looking for my location? So these are permissions that I don't have to grant them. So next is be conscious to website forgery. Be conscious to websites which involve forgery identification and domain similarities. Website forgery is real, which you have seen. A look-alike Gmail, a look-alike Google, showing you no deceptive, showing you no flag, telling you that this site is original because the SSL is running. Now, be conscious to those websites. Read the domain. There is always a redirection. If I'm sending a link, once you click on that link, just look at the browser, the URL input. You will see the redirection. It will redirect immediately to that particular phishing website, telling you that this is not the original domain. So that's another thing. Next is the anti-phishing attack strong measures. So the first one our tech father made it possible for us, which is education and awareness. Education and awareness. It is important because what you don't know, say, is bigger than you. It's just like you don't know that this thing exists. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It does. That you are not aware doesn't make it not in existence. So education and awareness will help. Education and awareness will help you understand that such thing exists. I will tell you the truth. For a long time, unless it's a subscribed or a paid seminar, I've never seen an awareness whereby the presenter has to present real life hacking. It has never been done. If it has been done, it's on paid courses. It's on paid courses. I have my master's in offensive security, so I'm telling you what I know so much. So the tech father, which is Father Peter, the director of Verbum Network, made it feasible and possible for you to participate in this hands-on experience. So thank you very much, Father Peter. Second one is strong password. Strong password is important. We always use the password we can remember. I said, let me use the password. At least I can remember them. Yes, it's good to remember your password. But let me tell you, hackers are very smart people. Very smart, especially offensive hackers. Because they are dealing with not just their knowledge, they are dealing with critical thinking, critical analysis, studying of data. Hacker can take his time to study a particular victim. He can take his time. I mean, he can take up to 1 year studying his particular victim based on, the efficiency of that victim. It'd be like, if you have to, let's assume you want to hijack the governor's email, it will be very difficult. Yeah, definitely, because he has his ICT professional, which will at times take care of those things and run some penetration techniques. So you have to study them. You have to study when they do those things. When they're not going to do it. So you attack them at night, just like in Seeker's movie. You attack at night. So you always wait. You study them. These are diplomats. Hackers is not a dull people. And I would want you to understand internet fraud and hacking. There is too much difference between these two. Internet fraud based on normal Yahoo thing, they always say you have to chat a particular client, a client responds, you send this or send that. Hackers deal directly with the device. They want to have control of whatever you are doing. They don't care. They want to receive messages as you do. So they are looking for opportunity to send a particular link for them to have access to entire device without your notice. If someone should send a particular link that downloads a particular malicious file and save it on background. The only thing that, okay, maybe I will give you examples on how to identify a particular malicious file, even if it's in existence before this awareness. I will give you some tips. So once the malicious file is there, it is running on background. So hackers always have access to everything you are doing, can have access to your screen, take a screenshot, take pictures, and so on. Let's assume, let's put some example like your banking app. Using a less password, like you're using your phone number, you're using your first name. Hackers are diplomat. They're logician. So what they do is, okay, your name is Peter Amanya. That's the director's name. And I said, okay, he's a priest. He like. They said he's an internet lover. Okay, he loves internet. Okay, means if I should attack him, I'll be looking deeply at what he will like. So he will say, okay, I know Father Peter always want to, upgrade in his learning, going for new courses and so on. So I'll be looking at, you need to clone a particular course for Father Peter to sign up. You can see, It is a direct access. This gives me an opportunity to study my victim. Because that will give me a perfect understanding on how to attack the victim. That is what the hackers do. Because they know that if they send you a particular link, that you will not click it. Looking at something that is so fancy, something that's so handy, better messages, wishes, will send you that if you click on this, you are going to get a loan of 1 million. It doesn't happen. They are just looking at the greediness in the man's heart. You always push him. So that is what they want. So hackers always take time to, study their victim. Your password phone number is weak. Please change it. Change your phone number. That is the first thing a hacker will try. Normally, it's an elderly sister now, so no need. Let's try her phone number because he will definitely use something that is so simple. Next one is, okay, maybe her first name. Let's try her first name. So all these things are weak passwords. You can change it. Use a strong password. Another number 3 is multi-factor authentication. Please, it is important to adapt those procedures, those measures. Please do it, because the fact is that there is a organization in charge, standard organization in charge to propagate a particular app that is being developed, which implies the app will be propagated to check if it is up to the standard for people to consume. So a good developer will always implement those security measures, which will give it a kind of an edge for it to be at the top. So try your best to implement authentications, two-way verification, double authentications. Do it very, very well. Do it always, especially security questions. Very good. Next one, which is number 4, is secure networks. Regardless that I didn't mention something like public Wi-Fi networks, how you can use it to hijack a particular victim. Most of the public network you are using is compromised. A hacker can set up a public network, like public Wi-Fi. Once you come, it doesn't have password. You just log in, you start using it. You don't know that automatically once you are logged in, your IP is in, and it has access to go through your browsers and download real life cookies, being your password, saved password, whatever that is saved in your device will be downloaded, including your pictures and video. So, and it is a very simple one too. Maybe in another awareness, if you have been given opportunity, or when you come for our extensive class, we'll get something like that, how this thing can happen. So avoid public networks. If you must use a public Wi-Fi, please get a good VPN. Get a good VPN. VPN will hide your original IP address, which will make it difficult for the hacker to get the appropriate device. It's just like banking. So we'll speak more, but let's hold your head. Next one is anti-phishing softwares. And tools to download anti-phishing softwares and tools. Okay. Hello, can you hear me? If you can hear me, a thumbs up, please.
I hear you, Engineer John Paul. Can hear you.
download anti-phishing softwares that will help you to, prevent hacking through sending phishing links. So you need to have some software, some apps that will help you to prevent such scenarios in the future. So next one is, okay, I'm giving out some of these anti-phishing tools. So these are the anti-phishing tools that will help you protect yourself. Please, if you have your Jota, write it down. I have 10 of it. So be fast so that I can continue. If you are done, give me a thumbs up. Okay. All right. These are the anti-phishing tools. Well, let's continue. Another deeper part, which is file recovery. This is entirely pure forensic. Cybersecurity, as an expert in this area, it's not just hacking. There's other good things around it. Now that it helps you to protect yourself from attacks, offensive hacking. Being an offensive, have a master in offensive hacking will help me to, identify and be logical about my identifications and how to solve hacking problems. So looking at this file recovery is pure forensic. So the first question is, do you actually lost entire files when deleted it? Do we actually lost entire file? Let's assume that you deleted your picture, or you deleted your video from your device. Do you actually lost the file? Amarachi, do you have something to say? Okay, you have a question? Okay.
I'm actually looking at time, so I'm trying to so that we can wrap up.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Okay. The fact is that when a particular file is being deleted, you are not actually losing the file entirely. It's saved somewhere, which you don't know. Saved. And the fact is that you are not going to see it. It's not going to display in the appropriate place again. So how can it be recovered? We have forensic tools and we have code scripts, which you have to, these are most effective because you have to write some code in order to implement and recover a particular file. That same thing happens when a particular video is being deleted from CCTV. They would demand for the video for the device. They will demand for it, and if it's deleted, they will do some code hijacking and recover all the deleted pictures or video, whatever. So it is possible, unless there is difference between these two things: delete and truncate in database. Delete, just delete and leave it there. It will not display. Truncate will delete entire thing. So most times they don't use truncate. So let's move up to file recovery. So these are the few tools we can use to recover our file. And this one is going to be a practical one too. Looking at this, I have a particular flash drive that is corrupt, which implies, let me put it, what you see is that they will ask me to format it. And ask me to format this file. It refuses to open because I encrypted it. So I'm going to use a particular tool to recover whatever that is in this file. So it's going to be fast, and I will just stop there. And that will be the end of our program today. So if you have your file, if you have anything that you want to recover, let me see your thumbs up before we go to the original website. Okay. Ijomogu, you have something, okay? Good. All right. If I have a file you want to recover, Very good. Okay. All right. Note those softwares. We may likely not come back to it. So we have recovery, we have data rescue for PC. Yeah. So note them. If you are done, take a screenshot, then give me a thumbs up to go ahead. All right. Okay. We're going to use the first one, which is the easy use. So the original one will come with easyuse.com. Remember, pay attention to details. Easyuse.com. That is what we are going to use. Others are the same thing. We're going to use this one now. So I'm downloading it for Windows. So they always give us free trials. So let's go with free trial. Free trial will give you just maybe 3 gig to recover. I think that 3 gig is enough. So once you click free trials, it downloads a particular software there. So you go ahead, click yes. So this is it. Install it now. It's downloading. It's downloading. If you are downloading it, can I see a thumbs up? Following the process, can I see a thumbs up? Okay. All right. It's almost done. It's just 81%. Done like 7%. Calling. That will be the last for today. Okay. So it's reading. I will now insert the drive. Yeah, easy use. It's reading the disk information. So I'm going to bring out all these partitions. Just a little moment. Just a moment. It's coming. It's a very heavy software, so you have to take time. And I have multiple files here, so you have to read through them and partition it very well.
All right, guys. As we are waiting for the information to come, please can you keep on sending me your questions? Please start
Yes,
sending me your
Ambrose.
questions, please.
Ambrose, can it work in a corrupted? Yes, it will.
Please
What you need
send
is just
in your
a cord to
questions,
connect
please.
it to any of the laptop. Ambrose, I saw your question. Please read the question from Ambrose.
Can this work for corrupted hard drive?
Yes.
That's the question.
Yes. What you need is just your cord your hard drive cord to connect it with the cable to connect it to your laptop. Download the easy use or any of these two. We have about 10 there. Definitely it will recover every single file you have lost, even the one you deleted. So keeping your question coming, please.
Okay, so I have some questions here.
Okay.
Okay. The first one, how can we set some app on access permission when in use? This is from Ify. How can we set some app on access permission when in use?
Okay, very good. Go to permission manager. Just go to your phone setting, type on the search box permission manager, or just type permission. I'm using Samsung, so it's very familiar. Samsung is very familiar with me. So just type permission manager or permission. It's going to give you permission setting. If you click on the permission, it will display all the apps, existing app with their permission specifically. So if you click on the app, you will now be the one to define the permission. Either remove them from the permission, the existing permission they have already, because once you are downloading a particular app, it will give you an instruction. Do you want to allow the app to have access on camera, this and that, all the time? You say while using it. So automatically, once you exist from the app, the entire permission will exist as well. So that is it. But for the existing permission, the only thing you need is just go to the permission manager. You have all the apps there. You remove them. Any other question, please, you can go ahead.
Please, Ify, did you get the answer? If you got the answer, please, I need a reaction from you. If you got the answer, if you got what he said, please, I need a reaction from you. But moving forward, I have another question from Jideka. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. She said, Netflix debits me every month and I don't know why. Netflix debits me every month and I don't know why.
Netflix.
I think so. Yes.
Take up. You need to check. You need to check what you subscribe to. It is important to identify you as a subscription. Most times they will send you a notification, a particular notification for you to move to another grade. You just accept it, and automatically, because your card is already there, so they will deduct from your card. The best thing to do is deactivate the card after use. Deactivate your card from any single app after use. There is always a deactivation, be it or wherever. Deactivate the card once you are done making the payment. So you will be the one to provide a card for them to debit you, and that will be the proper one too. If you have the app as well, and they are making their payment through the app, go there and deactivate your card and only activate it when you want to make purchase. Another question, please.
Okay, so I have another one here.
Go ahead.
He said, the person said, Miss Chinyere said, this is not clear enough. Can we get another repeat of the process? That is the data recovery process, the downloading of data recovery process.
All right,
So
Miss Chinyere,
Miss Chinyere,
what you need to do is just go to Google, type easy use, following the procedures I gave you on. Read and pay attention to understand the original website. If you browse easy use, you will have multiple there, but the original one, the domain name is easyuse.com. Nothing is attached to it. You see a logo that looks like let's go back. I want to show you how it looks like. Okay, you see a logo like this, easy use. So that is it. And once you have it, download it based on Windows version if you are using Windows. If you're not using Windows, download it on you can. Let's go back a little so that you can have a clear look. Okay. You can see for Windows and you can see for Mac. So you can download for Windows, which is what I did. Then click on free trial. This is free trial to download the installer. Once you download the installer, it will install. Then you click install. Follow the process. It's very simple. Any other question, please? You can go ahead.
Okay, yes. Ijoma said, please, can you go through more on putting your phone on emergency when people are trying to hack your phone? Did you get me?
Yes, I understand. The fact is, once you identify malicious attack, especially the strong one, like malware attacks, that normally should hang your phone and refuse interactions, which means you can't do anything on the screen. Just the button, the power off button, hold the power off button, hold the power off button, then use the right hand to these two fingers to hold the up volume and the lower volume. Hold it the same time with the power off button. Hold it completely. And what you see is it's going to, if you keep it for a long time, like for 20, 30 seconds, it's going to give you options. Emergency. That emergency, you don't need to click on the screen. The volume will do the job. So it's going to give you 3 menus: emergency, shut down, restart. So the only thing you need to do is use the down volume to go to the emergency. Emergency is always the third one. Go to the emergency and click the power button. Hit the power button. The power button will be an enter key. Once you click the power button, automatically it will shut down. If you understand it clear, then give us a thumbs up. Another question, please. Keep it coming.
Okay, yes. Faustina, can I recover files that I lost for a very long time? Can I recover files that I lost for a very long time?
Faustina, there is something called PACS. P-A-C-K-S. PACS. The fact is that your flash drive or your hard drive always have a particular chip. It's a live chip and it takes time to go off. It takes a really long time to go off for it to lose the data completely. Those chips is very active to collect the data and store them. So let's consider that you have a particular drive and you deleted a file like 1 year ago. Yes, that's a very long time. Definitely you will retract some files and some will lost impact. Some will lost, like you are going to lose some, that you are going to get something. If it's 100%, you will get like 50, 70. That you must get something. You must recover a particular file. Some will come, definitely you're going to recover it. Some will just be a kind of a corrupted file to tell you that it has been a while you used that particular file, or it's being stored in your drive. So you can recover them, but most times you lost it while retrieving the pack. How this thing works is something called, if you are writing code, there's something called, if you are good in ethical hacking, in ethical hacking module, the first one is printing. So printing goes with recognizance that has to, pay attention to users, study them, gather information about them, and save it for their personal use. That is what these drives do. They will recover information, keep it for a long time, and be dependent on you at any given time. Even when it's corrupted, the file is there. The only time maybe some of it be corrupt that you can't retrieve the file, but you definitely retrieve something. And if you are very good, even the corrupt file, there is some way you can retrieve it back to normal. Thank you very much. If there is any other question, keep it coming, please.
Yes, we have another question.
Go ahead.
I think Tinyere is raising her hands off. I don't know.
Oh, Tinyere, go ahead.
Want to speak? Would you want to speak, or should I read your question out? Please unmute yourself, Senior, so I can hear you. Unmute yourself and speak. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Powerful, full part lesson. Very interesting.
You're welcome.
My worry is I have external hard drive that got corrupt and the files there. How is it possible to retrieve them?
Of course, it's possible to retrieve them. It's possible to retrieve them. Even if the file is deleted for a long time, it's possible to retrieve them. Just remember what I said. You may likely not get the whole thing, but maybe if you are able to get 50% of your lost file, I think that will give you a clue to handle the rest. So you can retrieve them. Yes, the external hard drive, you can retrieve them. The only thing you need is the hard drive cable. I don't have it here. I'm supposed to show you. It's very simple. Hard drive cable. Then insert it in the laptop or whatever you want to use to do the do the retrievtions. So that's all. You don't have any other thing to do. Yeah.
All right. Hope is clear now, Senior. Hope is clear now. Please, if you have questions, please raise your hand so that we can continue. If you have questions, please raise your hand, or you can text your question. Okay, I can see a hand. Ambrose, please unmute yourself and talk, please.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Ambrose.
Please, my question. Yeah, I'm trying to get that file now, that easy off on my laptop, but I'm finding it difficult to actually access it because I'm not seeing the one you talked about, like the is it trial mode or something like that?
Yeah,
I'm
yes,
not
trial.
seeing that over here. So
what is the device you are using? What is the
I'm
specification?
using Chrome.
Okay.
I'm using laptop.
Mac.
Chrome.
Mac or Windows? Mac or Windows? Which one are you using?
Come again?
Is it MacBook laptop or normal Windows laptop?
Windows laptop, yeah.
All right. It's very simple. The only thing you know is just easy us type. But are on the website right now, right?
Yes, yes.
Share your screen.
Okay. I've not shared screen before, so I don't know how that works. I'm using.
I don't think we have the capacity to do that
for the
engineer John Paul.
Okay. All right. Okay. The only thing you need to do is just type the name Easy Yours. The original name is Easy Use. Then click on the. Let's go back. I will show you something. Let's go back. Let's start afresh from here. This is the website.
Share your screen. Share your screen.
I'm not sure whether I'll be able to share. I'm using my phone,
Engineer
not the
John Paul.
laptop.
Engineer John Paul, I'm saying you should share your screen because they are not seeing your screen.
My screen is up, unless you are not seeing it from your end.
Okay, yes, I can see it.
All right. So is that Ambrose? Okay. The only
Yeah.
you can see for Windows here, you can see for Mac. For Windows, for Mac.
Yeah.
And same domain, easyhouse.com. So you can see for Windows, for Mac. Once I click for Windows, it takes me to free trial.
Okay.
Okay, so if I click free trial, look at what is going to happen. If I click free trial, automatically, you can see it's downloading. Can you see it from it? Yeah, that's how it works.
Yes, yes.
Then after that, you click it, it will now install in your device. That's how it works. Thank you. Any other questions, please? We can go ahead. All right, okay.
Yes, there's a question from Daniel. How can
Okay,
I know
Daniel.
my phone is corrupted with virus, and what can I do when notice? How can I know my phone is corrupted with virus, and what can I do when I notice?
I think we have given measures first on how to protect yourself and how to get rid of it. First is, once you get virus, definitely you will know, because the responsiveness of your advice will be affected immediately. So, because it would, the malicious file will try to override whatever instruction you have in your advice to do his job. It's not like you send out something to be this way. It's going direct to do their job. You send the soldier to go and do this. It's going straight to do his job. That is the work of virus. Once it comes in, he has to do his job, and you will be aware. So, just like I mentioned, these are the fastest way you can, disconnect the server at least. Disconnect the server. If it's a very powerful malicious virus, once you disconnect the server, you can take it to a penetration tester to connect a particular core to it, view it through his penetration softwares, and recover whatever you have lost. Yes. Another one is, if you disconnect it from their server, no more. The connection is gone, and your advice will back to normal again. So that's all. Thank you. If it's laptop, the fastest way to shut down when it comes to malware is Control, Alternate, Escape, Power button. Once, Control, Alternate, Escape, Power button. Hold it at once, and it will automatically shut down entirely. Thank you. Any other question, please? You can go ahead.
Is there any other question? Because that's the last question I have from here.
Okay.
Any other question from anyone? Okay, someone is raising their hand.
Please go ahead.
Lizzie, please unmute yourself and ask question. Lizzie, unmute yourself and ask question. Lizzie, okay.
Thank you very much for this section. I really appreciate it, and though I came late. But I want to ask, is it possible to summarize the previous class, maybe like tomorrow now? Before you start the lecture, you summarize the previous class just to help to refresh the memory of today. So that's my question. Thank you.
All right. That will be a definition from the coordinators. So they will be the one to give us chance to do so. So I believe they are taking note. Maybe later you get information on WhatsApp. Thank you. Can I write down what? Please go ahead.
Can you write out the short code for us here? Please, what's short code?
Short code.
So,
Control, Alternate, Escape, Power button. That's all. Control, Alternate, Escape, Power button. That is for malicious file. Automatically shuts down and connect you from server using your PC.
Type it out, please.
There's my checkbox. Okay. I think, yeah, I might have given the thing there. Control plus Alternate plus
all right. I don't think we can learn everything today. So maybe we'll call for another training some other time. So the time is fast approaching, so we have to round up. So we'll take the last question. Ambrose, after Ambrose, we call it a day.
So is there already?
I think Ambrose have asked his question. All right. Thank you very much, Engineer John Paul. Well, this is a very well packed class. Please, we need your reaction for Engineer John Paul, please. We need your clap. We need all the reaction we can get from you, because this is one of the best. I learned a whole lot. I learned a whole lot from today. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Engineer John Paul. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful section. And I hope it's also a good section for every one of us here. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Thank you. Thank you very much, Engineer Paul. We thank you. And before we end the section, we have another section tomorrow, and it's for AI and how to set up your online meetings. I know you don't want to miss that. And hopefully the training will be made available for you, hopefully. So please get ready for tomorrow. Get ready for tomorrow too. I see how everybody's happy. Yes, this is what we need. Thank you very much, Engineer John Paul. Thank you very much. You did a very wonderful job. We thank you for that. And before we end, I would like our director to talk. Director, please, you can say something to us so that we can end this section.
All right, thank you very much. I want to thank those of you that participated in today's session. So we are not going back. We are here to add values to what you do. And that is why we are bringing this training for you for free. And for those of you that decide to embrace this opportunity, and I know that you are learning a lot. So we are going to make the links available in our group WhatsApp chat. So if you know you have not signed up, so the link will be placed in this chat box. So admin, paste the group, the link of the group, so that those people that are not there, they'll be able to join the group. From there, so we are going to send in the links of the first day, the video of the first day, and today, for those of you that did not participate yesterday, and those of you that didn't come up on time today, so that you have opportunity to revisit the training, the one we had yesterday, and that of today. So the link is up. So just click and join, share the link to others so that they join. So we'll be able to, from there, update you. Yes, if there's other information, we are going to be updating you in that group. So I want to say thank you very much. Firstly, we thank the engineer John Paul Obiora, for the nice presentation, and for, of course, all the participants, and as well as those that coordinated this session, Chidima Okoye and Amara Obu. We thank you for coordinating this session. So tomorrow is going to be another insightful one. So I know you wouldn't want to miss it. So a lot of people, they don't know how to create and set up online meeting. So it's an opportunity for you to learn it. Also, AI has come to stay. So a lot of people still don't know. They don't want to key in until everybody will leave them. So you have to know what is going on now in the world of AI. So tomorrow we are going to learn more about AI. Thank you very much. And I say from my end, thank you and good night.
All right, see you guys tomorrow. Please invite your friends, invite your family members and everybody tomorrow. See you guys and have a wonderful night. Bye.
Introducing Verbum Networks in conjunction with Arnergy Solar, the game changer in the world of alternative power supply. Are you tired of the rising fuel prices and the burden it places on your organization's finances? President Tinubu's removal of the fuel subsidy has caused fuel prices to skyrocket to over $550 and above, depending on your location. It's time to take action and secure a sustainable future for your home, church, religious community, school, or business. Solar energy is the solution you've been waiting for. By harnessing the power of the sun, you can break free from the shackles of expensive fuel and diesel purchases. With Verbum Networks, you can enjoy the benefits of solar energy at an affordable price. Our solar panels have a long-lasting lifespan of 10 years, and we offer a generous 5-year warranty on the lithium battery, providing you with peace of mind. We understand that transitioning to solar energy may seem like a significant financial commitment. That's why we offer a flexible payment system that allows you to pay in convenient installments. We believe that every wise leader should take the bold step now to avoid spending their hard-earned revenue on exorbitant fuel costs. When it comes to solar installation, Verbum Networks is the name you can trust. Our team of expert engineers is well-versed in the field, ensuring the highest quality service. We pride ourselves on delivering top-notch solutions that meet your unique needs and exceed your expectations. Don't let the rising fuel prices bring you down. Embrace the power of solar energy and experience a sustainable and cost-effective future. Contact Verbum Networks today to take advantage of our game-changing solar installations. You can reach us at tel 0703-127-2362, 0704-915-4690, email verbum@gmail.com, address Sijap Complex, Uwani, Enugu, Verbum Arnergy Solar, the game changer, giving hope to the hopeless. Act now before the prices will increase because of high demand, and secure your organization's future with solar energy.
Church and is headed by a Catholic priest with close to 2 decades of experience in the ICT field. So, are you worried or skeptical of taking up a career in ICT? Or are you shotgun? We offer basic and advanced computer programs like computer appreciation, graphic design, networking, video editing, web and app development, data science analysis, digital marketing, and lots more. The good thing about us is that we do not only prepare the youth for the future, we equally recommend our students to companies and individuals looking for computer gurus to hire. Here at Verbal Networks, our standard is top-notch. The learning environment is highly conducive, and our tutors are experts in their various fields. Apart from computer training programs, we also offer other outstanding ICT solutions that will help businesses and companies grow. These include unlimited internet connection, CCTV installation, solar installation, web and mobile app development and hosting, development of software to manage schools, churches, hospitals, hotels, retreat centers, and so on. With our seasoned ICT professionals, who will guide you through the tech world and give you good customer service and support. Level Networks Limited still remains one of the best tech companies in Nigeria. A trial will definitely convince you. Enroll today and you will never regret it. You can call us on 070-3127-236. You can equally follow us on our social media handles.
All right, good night to you all. Good night, good night, good night. We'll meet again tomorrow.